Hi everybody, this is Chad the Gaming Dad, and I am back again with another Who Wins. Recently, the Super Nintendo Classic Edition, the SNES Mini, has been released, and it's time once again to compare and find out who wins between the SNES Mini, the Raspberry Pi 3, and the good old Super Nintendo hardware itself with cartridges. Before we get into the games, let's take a look at the Mini itself. This thing looks really cool, looks just like an old Super Nintendo. Connects the same way the NES Mini did, with HDMI and the mini USB for power. The cartridge slot and the eject button are just for looks, but the reset button does function and so does the power. The main thing that I don't really like about this is that they have the cover on the front over where you put your controllers in, and it's cool that it looks like an old Super Nintendo, but hiding those controller ports behind there just means that you have to open up this flimsy little door all the time to plug stuff in, but that's not so bad. I just don't really like it. Also, one big improvement this time around is that you not only get one controller, you get two of them, and the cords are much longer, much more like a normal controller. And the other cool thing about this is if you have an NES Mini, these controllers will work on that one as well. Alright, so we're going to look at three different games. First up, we're going to look at Super Mario World. Here you can see it compared between all three. Which one do you like better? Can you even tell? So okay, there's Super Mario World. Honestly, there's not a whole lot of difference that I can see. Maybe a slight color variation between the Pi and the SNES Mini, but then also the actual Super Nintendo hardware held up real well. It's just, less resolution because it's an old system. It's not HDMI, but overall looks pretty good. But let's see how it does with Super Metroid. So there's Super Metroid, basically the same as Super Mario World. Very little difference between the three, and I think the point's been made, but just because I got the footage, let's take a look at Super Punch-Out! And once again, you see, not a whole lot of difference between the three, and the old hardware surprisingly holds up very well compared to these HDMI systems. So as far as declaring who wins, I don't know, I think it's kind of a toss-up. Depends on whether or not you have it hooked into a new TV that requires HDMI, or if you have an old CRT. I say they all win. And we all win because the games are fun. So, until next time, remember, this is Chad the Gaming Dad saying you never outgrow video games. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. So long, everybody. Thanks again for watching. If you liked that video, please press like and subscribe. I love hearing from you guys, so leave your comments and any suggestions down below. Remember, there's tons of other gamers out there just like you and me, and they also know that you never outgrow video games. Feel free to share these videos all over social media, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever you use. This channel is for all of us. Let's make sure they know that they are not alone. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.